Hey, it's Clay Trader. This will be a video chart on ticker symbol OWCP. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I've done this analysis quite a few times in the past, although it's been a few days since the last update, but that's where these green lines are coming from. And what I want to do is really just kind of clean up the chart a little bit, get rid of that line up there. Sure, it still pertains, but from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to have a million lines all over the place, so just want to try to keep this as clean as possible because a bunch of lines could lead to possible clutter, and I'm trying to keep things simple, not get things all cluttered up and causing confusion. So key level that I've talked about in the past, so if you've watched my past videos, you know I've been talking about this, is this $1.25 mark. But I am going to adjust that because we do now have more data. And more data has shown us that it seems as though the true set of buyers is hanging around down here at the $1.17 mark. What makes me say that? Well, if we go through the recent history of the chart, within the past few weeks, you can see right down here, $1.17, bulls stepped up, supported the price. Again, fast forwarding to more recently, multiple times, I'm not going to count the number of times, but you can see on literally numerous occasions in a shorter amount of time, the bears were trying to push down through there. But to give credit where credit's due, the bulls did a good job of holding strong at $1.17. So a totally random number, $1.25 made sense, but for whatever reason, $1.17 seems to be where those buyers are indeed hanging out. So definitely going forward, $1.17 is that must-hold level. If the price cannot hold above that, I just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything. The next level of support to keep an eye on. Actually, never mind. It's not even worth talking about that because as it stands right now, the price isn't even close to testing $1.17. So I'll just leave it at $1.17 right now. And that is definitely the important area of support going forward. But again, like I said, to give credit where credit's due, bulls are doing a very good job of holding strong there. As far as levels of resistance, I'm not going to call anything out specifically, just going to map out, kind of the trend that's been happening. And that is that, every time the price bounces, the highs keep getting lower and lower. So if you picture those as stair steps, the stair steps are going in the downwards direction. Now, I'm not saying that just because that's happening that this is guaranteed to go back to 5 cents. Not saying that at all. Just saying something to keep an eye on as the next couple weeks unfold is that the bulls got to garner up enough strength to kind of break down through, this current downtrend that's been forming over the past couple of weeks. So all in all, not much has happened with the chart, some fluctuations here and there, but $1.17 key level of support. And then as far as resistance levels, keep an eye on those downward stair steps and see if the bulls can kind of break that trend of what's happening or what's happened the past couple of weeks. So next week is all new week, so we'll see what happens with it. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey, Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend.